Oh! Ooh, some huge damage. Oh, hey, what is up guys? Clunky here, and today I'm super excited to talk about the very best one-shot build for Elemental Shaman in the patch 10.2 Season 3 in Dragonflight. So we're gonna jump straight into the stats, then we're gonna talk about the talents, PvP talents, and then I'm gonna show you guys the full burst rotation that is going to allow you guys to one-shot everything in PvP. Okay, that is kind of super dumb, right? So, first stat that we are going for is haste. A haste all the way. Why? Because it makes your casting times a lot better. The next best stat that you need is mastery. Yes. Why? Because every time you cast something, it has a chance to overload. And you want those big freaking fat overloads. On top of giving you a bunch of resource that you can spend with a certain talent I'm going to show you guys to double flame shock people and extend your burst even more, right? So this is where it gets super important, guys. You need kind of a lot of critical strike to make that build work. Of course, it's going to work either way, even if you don't have the critical strike chance. But if you have around like 15%, 20%, it would be even more crazy. Like the damage that you've seen is nothing if you actually have more crit than me. I have no crit basically. Okay, here's a secret tech, guys. You have in your PP talent what is called Skyfury Totem, and basically it says that it increases the critical effect damage and healing spells by 20%. However, don't be confused. Skyfury does not increase your chance to critically strike. It actually increases your critical damage. Yes, so there's the part where I had to wrap my head around that. I had someone very good at playing Shami explain me everything. So basically it says if you have a lot of critical strike chance and you use Skyfury Totem and you actually crit, it's going to double, triple, quadruple the damage. That's literally what it says, guys. For your weapon enchant, you need the Sophic Devotion, though I am not running it at the moment. Okay, so I'm running Wafting Devotion, the wrong one. So you've seen the damage that this build can do without ideal critical strike chance, without the best freaking weapon enchant for that build. Okay, so if you actually pick Sophic Devotion and have more critical strike than me, you can expect to double the damage pretty easily, alright? Alright, so let's jump straight into the PP talents, alright? So I'm gonna explain how this build works because it's kind of complicated. So you guys need to stay until the end and watch it entirely. So it's gonna be super easy for you guys to actually score that, alright? We're playing Liquid Magma Totem in conjunction with Static Field Totem. Why? Okay, because we are playing with this talent right here, Creation Core. Creation Core is most likely one of the most busted Shami's talent in the whole game. Okay, why? Because your totems are actually giving you kind of superpowers, all right? So we're playing with Liquid Magma again. This allows us to dot 3 targets with Flame Shock and 1 global cooldown, GCD, right? And we're playing with Static Field Totem. You guys know where this is going. We need to catch people inside a dome, a Static Field Totem, and then drop a Liquid Magma Totem on top of everything, all right? And then we can hit that totemic recall. All right, so heading for 256k level burst, and this was, gentlemen, without the saltwater. You've got 6 flame shots rolling on your targets and 5 global cooldowns. So this is kind of crazy, guys. Originally, the cooldown on flame shock is 6 seconds, okay? But what's happening? We're playing with Flash of Lightning. Casting Lightning Ball or Chain Lightning reduces the cooldown of your nature spells by 1 second. So that means with this build, you're gonna have the possibility to reset the cooldown on Flame Shock by casting Lightning Bolt, right? So you're casting your Flame Shock and Lightning Bolt once, Lightning Bolt twice, I can redot my Flame Shock. So it makes it lot actually gets multiplied. Okay, so you know you're hitting that freaking lightning bolt that deals 340k, and there's a bunch of other splashes that are hitting for like 190k, something like that. So it's kind of super insane. As you guys seen in the intro clips, we're leading. Why am I telling you that? Because we're playing with double Stormkeepers, so that makes a lot of sense. We are going to be able to reset the cooldown on Flame Shock, because you know, man, with the talent that I've shown you, the talent, by using your freaking Stormkeeper, you're going to be able to reapply your Flame Shock right away, and it's going to make it a lot more fluent, right? So that's 3 Stormkeepers. Our Lava Burst is hitting for 300k plus all the overloads at the same time. That is kind of insane. They actually make us hit so hard, okay? And then finally, but we hard casted a Lava Burst is because you can reset the cooldown on your Stormkeeper with Flash of. So the way it works, it's going to throw, like, explain it very fast. When all the people that are fully dotted up with your Flame Shocks will get hit by your freaking Lava Burst, and then a reduced cast time. So it's going, that's literally it, okay? The effect. So you're gonna throw like, so it increases the damage on your 2 Stormkeeper charges, right? Lightning Bolt hitting for 200. Alright, so let's jump straight into the full burst rotation. I've installed an add-on which shows the spells that I'm pressing in real time, so it's less confusing for you guys. Alright, so let's jump into it. So always first you need to use your Fire LE. I think you know about this, but it is going to increase the time that your Flame Shocks are lasting, which in the long run is going to greatly benefit your Lava Surges spam, alright? All right, we're getting our second go. Then, time to reset the coolie on our freaking Stormkeeper. Redotting. We almost got it. Also, almost resetted the coolie on our freaking Primordial Wave. I'm gonna use another ult. We're just gonna delay it a little bit, get our second Primordial Wave, and then we are good to go again. This is absolutely crazy, guys. At this point, we kind of have nothing, all right? But we did. We did so much freaking damage, dude. 10 million damage with Lava Burst, all right? Hitting for 250k. 250k. That is absolutely bonkers, guys. And if you guys actually notice, we're hitting everything because we need to score that combo, okay? This is very important, guys. Don't think about the damage now. Let's go over the rotation. We dotted everything. We buffed ourselves to the maximum. And then when we press your Skyfury, etc., and then we hardcasted Lava Burst, and as soon as it's ready to go, we press Ascendance. So it actually like splashes at everybody, at least 10 Lava Bursts at once on everything. So that primary wave of freaking Lava Burst is actually gonna almost one-shot the whole team, okay? So you're using your pre-casted Stormkeeper as a way to finish up the target, which is kind of what we want. And we're finishing the target with 385k Lightning Bolt. And again, because of your mastery, it actually shocks multiple times. So it hits for 385 and then 100k, 150k, 100k, 100k. So literally with one Stormkeeper, if you do it correctly, you get the buffs correctly, the rotation correctly, you will one shot with your Lightning Bolt in every Lava Burst that is flying all over the screen, right? So this is why it's so important. We actually threw how many? 85 Lava Bursts actually insane, guys. If you have any questions, just let me know down in the description. I'm going to try to answer them in my next video. So again, we're playing with Flash of Lightning to reset that cooldown on our Stormkeeper. It is super good. It not only does it reset the cooldown of your Flame Shocks, but also your Stormkeeper, as you guys seen. So you get 3 charges of Stormkeeper with this build. Have fun, right? So last thing that I want to go over, have you guys actually noticed that we had a little buff at the left of our screen that was showing up the elemental equilibrium? What it does, basically, you need to deal some fire, frost, and nature damage within 10 seconds. To proc it, it increases your damage by 15% for 10 seconds. You need to do it correctly just before bursting. You just like frost shock once, and then you gain 15% increased damage for 10 seconds, which is super freaking dumb. Let's jump straight into the macros now. All right, so first macro, pretty easy. This is a mouse over macro. If you guys don't know what mouse overs are, basically, you just have to put your mouse over the target that you want to dot. All right, you can see my mouse right now. It's in the options. It's kind of weird. It does that. All right, so I'm gonna not target the PP dummy on the right, but I'm gonna use Flame Shock on them. See? Boom, Flame Shock on them. So the same shit actually works for my Primordial Wave. I'm gonna hit the guy on the right without targeting him. So it's super useful if you want to just like dot people and not switch your target. So I'm going to include those macros down in the description, okay? So we got the mouse hover macro for Primordial Wave. We got the mouse over macro for Flame Shock. I'm going to include both of them into the macro section. Description, I mean, sorry, right? Right here is one of my favorite macro for Ali Shami. That shit is bonkers, guys. It is absolutely dumb. This macro pops your Skyfury, but before it does that, it actually pops a bunch of offensive CDs. It uses 2 potions. It makes sure that your target is going to die, right? So it casts Blood Fury, which is my racial. I'm Arc, so I get that sweet damage buff Arc racial. It uses Elemental Potion of Ultimate Power, which you can buy at the auction house for very, very low price. It pops ancestral guidance. I don't think we're running it right now, but if we did, it would actually pop ancestral guidance. It makes sense. You're about to burst. So, and plus it casts Skyfury Totem. Good, that's what we want. And on top of that, if you're in an instance PvP zone like a BG, whatever, it is going to cast a saltwater potion, which increases your damage by 30%. Yes, 30%. I don't know if you guys know this, but we did not use a saltwater potion during the rotation, all right? We're not in a BG right now. But if we did, we would have done 30% more damage. You guys remember that freaking 360k lightning bolt? That would have been 30% more damage in PvP. Hopefully you guys will enjoy my macro. Last macro that is super, super useful is going to be the Root Totem macro. Yes, you guys need that macro. It is absolutely crazy. In a meta where everybody's running at light speed, it is going to be imperative that you're super fast at dropping your totems, right? I made a macro for that, all right? So it is, again, a mouse over macro. So wherever your mouse is hovering at the moment, my mouse right now is hovering around those dummies right there. So when I press the freaking totem, Root Totem, bam, right away. It's so much faster than the normal one, and I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna like it a lot. Hey, thanks a lot for watching my video up until this point. I really do appreciate it. If you want to help me a little bit more, please share my stuff, share my builds to your friends, and help them understand their favorite characters. That would actually help me so much, all right? So please make sure to check out the other videos that are going to be on the screen also. And thanks a lot for watching. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful rest of the day, and don't forget to hit the bell and the subscribe button. See you in the next one, gentlemen. Take care. This was Clunky Dude.